Welcome back to Why Gaming. Today we're going to be talking about Generation Zero. This is going to be a short video because it's just touching up on what we saw on the 12th of January, just 5 days ago, and that was a major hotfix. The team released a hotfix on Xbox and Windows 10, which addressed many crashing issues, and they've dedicated time to significantly reducing the amount of random crashes during gameplay. So there was loads and loads of stuff in that, and now all platforms have been brought up to the same level. Everyone is now on this new update, with the Steam update coming just 4 days later on January 16th, and then finally the PlayStation update coming earlier on today, which brings everybody up to the same version. They're now focusing on getting the 60 FPS patch for PS5 out of the way, and they've said they'll have some more info on that relatively soon. Hopefully, we do see at least news on that before the end of January, if not the actual update itself before the end of January. Now, going through some of these comments, it seems like this update has actually worked really well to squash a load of those major bugs and more common bugs, which is brilliant. I'm very excited for that. Hopefully it continues that way. I did see some people saying that they now can't start the game, but it does seem to be more of the minority that can't start the game over the majority. For the majority of players, it looks like this has actually worked out quite well. And hopefully that is the case, and it's not just the people that are having issues not reporting it, because if you do have issues, make sure you report it to the team. That's the only way it's going to get fixed. If people have issues, I did have people commenting on my videos a while back saying, oh, I've got this issue. That's great, but you do need to post them to the team, let them know, and they will be able to get on it. Obviously, I'm not a developer and I don't work for Systemic Reaction, so unfortunately there is nothing I can do to help there. But hopefully it will be something that continues, and in that 60 FPS update, we see some more hotfixes in there as well. I've had a bit of a play, and I haven't crashed, which is good. I did play the other day after the Steam update, but I think it was about 2 hours, and I did crash once. So, yeah, I mean, crashing once in 2 hours for Generation Zero, that's not too bad at all. Now, when it comes to future content, I do hope we see something before the first quarter of 2024. Other than that 60 FPS patch, potentially I'd like to see at least an update. Even if it's just some news about the future, that would be great. It does seem like their previous sort of dev log going over what goes into the actual building of a game and how a roadmap is created, it does seem like we may not actually get a roadmap. I don't really know. They don't want to basically commit to things in case they can't deliver them, which that is fair enough. But we'll see. Hopefully we do get at least some sort of roadmap or notice of what we could see throughout 2024. Could it be the last year of Generation Zero? Who knows? I mean, more than likely, but I hope not. I hope they do continue to add things and not just the micro DLCs. The micro DLCs are good for obviously bringing in income for the team, which is what's needed. But personally, as I've said many times before, I think they'd make a hell of a lot more money with a bigger DLC for a heftier price. I know I would pay for that, and a lot of the diehard fans would pay for that. There are a small minority of people that do want to see those micro DLCs like weapon skins and more weapons, but I think the game has more than enough weapons. Short of adding modern weapons to the game, I don't really think there's too much need for any more weapons at all. I think adding modern weapons as a DLC could be quite cool, but it would just ruin the overall vibe, I think. The weapons that they've got fit with it, they work well, and they're great. Not just in that time frame. I think even if it was a different time frame, using those weapons against the machines would just work so much better. It seems like the time frame that they've gone with works really well. Weapons, areas, just the overall vibe, it works well, and bringing in modern weapons could definitely ruin that. Although it is something very cool that would look awesome in the game. And then when it comes to skins, I think there's definitely an even smaller minority that are into the skins. I'm not a fan of the skins. They don't really interest me. I've not really looked for them. But what could they do when it comes to more content? Obviously, they've revamped loads of the areas, and there's not really too much more. The revamps were great. Maybe they could do a little bit more of that and add some certain areas around, or add more to the underground bunker network. I think that would be absolutely phenomenal. But that, I definitely would say, would come under some sort of paid DLC. Whether there is a plans for future DLCs when it comes to big storyline ones, I highly doubt it, but we can all remain hopeful. For today, I am going to wrap that one up there. Hopefully you've all enjoyed. If you have, drop a like on the video and stick around for much more.